Yo, what's going on, people? It's your boy Huncho, back at you again with another video. And if there's one thing that doesn't shock me anymore and hasn't for a while, it would be how lenient the UK justice system is to rapists and paedophiles. Now, at the end of the day, people are presumed innocent until proven guilty, but surely after a guilty verdict is given, you wouldn't then bail that person out. Well, if you've read the title of this video, then you'll know that's exactly what happened recently to former Rochdale AFC goalkeeper Jonathan Masangu. Recently, he was found guilty of 4 counts of raping a child under the age of 13, 2 counts of sexually assaulting a child under the age of 13, 2 counts of inciting a child to engage in sexual activity, and 3 counts of sexual activity in relation to 6 underage girls. And he had also been charged with 1 count of rape in relation to a woman, but was found not guilty on that charge. These offences are believed to have taken place over a 5-year period, but believe it or not, after the guilty verdict was given by the judge, he bailed him until the following day, where a date for the sentencing hearing was going to be heard. Since then, we've had no update, so I'm unsure if he went on to be bailed, but it really wouldn't surprise me if he has. But let's get into this one and go through the trial transcripts to see exactly what went down in court. We're going to break down every incident, but just to give you a bit of context, it's believed that he preyed on girls connected to the church he used to attend. So again, he was up for the counts which we've went over, but he denied the majority of them, but did plead guilty to inciting a child to engage in sexual activity. In court, the jury was told that the youngest victim was abused between the ages of 7 and 8, where she was raped 3 times at Jonathan's home. The girl also claimed on other occasions she was touched inappropriately and was shown a pornographic video of Jonathan. The time where he touched her inappropriately was when he grabbed her by the hips in his church toilets in a sexual manner, but he claimed he was making up a dance. He also did the same thing with the girl's older sister, who was aged between 11 and 12 at the time of the offence. His defence would go on to deny any of this ever happening. One girl, aged 14 at the time, went to a flat a family member was looking after in Rochdale. When Jonathan arrived at the flat, he asked for a one-night stand, to which the victim refused, and she also refused when he asked the girl for oral sex. After the second refusal, Jonathan exposed his penis, grabbed the girl's head, and forced her to perform oral sex, but his defence said that he had been underage at the time and suggested the encounter had been instigated by the girl. The court was also told about a 12-year-old victim who'd been attacked on the day of a prom. She was getting changed and Jonathan asked her to massage his leg, before saying he had something to tell her in the upstairs bedroom. When the girl got to the top floor, he ordered the girl to take off her clothes, but when she resisted, he pinned her down to the bed, covered her mouth, removed her clothes and raped her. He then took photos of the victim and threatened to share them if she told anyone about the attack. Over a 3-year period, he had also engaged in sexual contact with a minor over social media. Here, he sent and received explicit sexual videos with a teenage girl who, when they first started to speak, was just 13 years old. When she was 13, he asked her to send him a video of her sucking her thumb, which was then followed by an invitation around to his house, where he answered the door topless and said to her, "You know why you're here." She said she left feeling uncomfortable, but months later she inquired about what he meant by his remark, to which he replied, quote, "bad intentions." When the girl was 14, she was playing a dare-style game over text message with Jonathan, where he dared her to, quote, "strike a sexy pose." This incident here is the one he pled guilty to. In the following year, Jonathan tried to have sex with her 3 times, and on another occasion, she performed a sexual act on him, but claimed she didn't like it. The court was shown text messages to back this up. The final charge was in relation to the alleged rape of a 19-year-old woman who was said that she was raped after the pair had a disagreement. In court, it was heard that during police interviews, Jonathan said, quote, "there's a group of people who are against my family," and that the allegations were rubbish. He also told police that he recently signed with a football club and was on his way up, and that the victims got their heads together to come up with false allegations to cause trouble. After a trial, he was found unanimously guilty on the majority of the counts. He was found guilty of rape of a child under 13 by a 10-2 majority and was found not guilty of rape of the 19-year-old woman. It was then he broke down in the courtroom, fell to his knees and had to be carried out. Whilst leaving, he cried out, "I never did this, I don't understand, it doesn't make any sense." After the verdict was given, Judge John Potter told him, "I want to make it very clear to you that I haven't made any decisions yet as to the sentence you'll receive or whether you should or shouldn't be bailed until it's given. I will decide the latter tomorrow morning when you must attend Minto Street Court." But this is the joke of our justice system. A man has just been found guilty of raping multiple children, but the judge still went ahead and bailed him until the following day. To me, that isn't good enough, and he should be remanded until sentencing. The judge shouldn't even have bail until sentencing on his mind, but clearly in this case, he did. But drop a like on the video for more crime-related content like this, and make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't. It's been me, Huncho, and I'll see you in the next one.